All right, our plan this morning, we're going to head out and try to stalk some pigs. We're going to jump in the dune buggy, the swamp buggy. We're going to head out with the dogs.
Well, we have swamp buggies to get around, and then it varies from deep marshy waters to fairly tall palmettos. It's basically a monster truck.
The first pig out of the chute, the plan is to try to use a handgun, and I'm using a 9mm Smith & Wesson M&P that Salient Arms built for me.
They're not helpless, okay? They got huge fangs.
We'll get out there, we'll release the hounds, and we'll see what happens.
So we're here picking up the dogs, and I'll tell you what, they're pumped. I thought I was excited to go shoot some pigs, but I think they're even more excited than I am.
The great thing about hog hunting is it's so action-packed. You're in the swamp buggy, you have dogs on the ground looking for hogs. When they do find a hog, a chase normally ensues. So you've got a hog running, dogs running behind it, and then us in the swamp buggy trying to keep up with all the action until they can get him bayed up.
Now we're at the monster truck rally.
We have GPS tracking collars on them, so this tells me where they are. We got one. 51 yards northeast. I can look at my receiver and tell exactly where the dog is, whether it's still moving or not. And if it shows the dog is not moving, then I know that they're probably there, have a hog bayed up. We go out into a marshy area that's wet, and boom, right off the bat, we jump up a big bar. And he runs off into what we call sawhorse palmettos. They're like 25 feet tall, literally. And he kind of sinks up into the bushes deep, so we have to go all the way around. And we can't get the buggy anywhere close to him because there's trees and palmettos and canals involved, so we had to get down off the buggy, kind of stalk around him. And just as we go around this pine tree, presents just a quick shot, and Kyle drilled him. Shot him right through the shoulder with the 9mm. He took off running out of the palmettos. We had to get back up on the buggy, cruise around. It was only 100 yards to where they were, and the hog was laying over there dead as a hammer. It was a lot of fun.
So whatever I happen to have, and I just happen to have a 9mm with me, and as you can see, the pig was very impressed with the 9mm. So if you're hunting pigs, it will work. If you're hunting people, it'll probably work on them as well.
All right, well, that was awesome, man.
Good shooting, buddy.
That's normally not the way I roll, because a lot of snipers, their motto is one shot, one kill. Mine is one mag, one kill, because that's more realistic, but I guess we got
So we
lucky.
finished up with the first pig. Jamie was tracking Ann on the GPS and said, well, we got to catch up with her because she's on a pig.
We're following, it keeps getting further and further and further away. And I noticed on the tracking collar that all three dogs were together now, and they're still running, so I'm thinking, well, they're chasing one.
Oh, you see him? Oh yeah, I see him now, yeah. Oh yeah.
So we're cruising along, and the dogs keep moving, and then all of a sudden, it's a big pig. So at that point, the fight is on, and Crazy Jill, the insane in the membrane dog, jumps on top of this pig, and she will not let go. I couldn't get a shot, and I waited, and I waited, and I waited.
The hog wrecked all my gear, chewed the antenna off my tracking collar. We can't get a shot because the dog's attached to the hog.
Finally, I ran to the back of the swamp buggy, and they come out underneath, and I had just a split second to take a shot.
Prissy! Prissy! Prissy!
Dude.
So I put a couple rounds of my buddy Stan Chen's, his ASIM ammo, 70 grainers, into the back of the pig there, and that was pretty much all she wrote.
I gotta tell you, I've met some tough people in my life, but I've never been anybody like those dogs right there.
After we shot this pig, we got off the buggy, and we're kind of standing in the muck and the mud, and we're getting the dogs pulled off. And then I looked down and I saw something kind of glitter in the brisket of this pig.
Shot him from the back, and that bullet is right. So that was ASIM barrier ammo, 70 grains of love. That's piggy love, we call it.
And if you look at that 70 grainer, it did exactly what it's supposed to do. It expanded and obviously did some pretty good damage inside that pig.
Well, that shoot was a bit closer than I expected. Yeah. But maybe 3 yards at the most. Yeah.
It's incredible. And I've hunted pigs in other places, and I can tell you that this is impressive because you've got great animals that are working the pigs for you. It's a blast. Jamie and I believe, may be cut from slightly the same cloth. You know, he's a professional. He likes to have fun, but he's really proud of these dogs. He does a really good job with them, and I'm telling you, if you ever get a chance to come down here and hunt pigs, you need to do it. This is off the hook.